Oh, hi guys, it's Camille, and today we are here at Epcot. Well, I'm currently in the parking lot at Epcot, but we are at Epcot because today we're going to be doing Pluto's Pumpkin Pursuit. Now, Food and Wine Festival offers not one, but two scavenger hunts during the festival's run, and the more limited scavenger hunt, if you will, is Pluto's Pumpkin Pursuit. Pluto's Pumpkin Pursuit is the Halloween scavenger hunt that Epcot is hosting during Food and Wine Festival. It also has a different run time throughout the festival. So Pluto's Pumpkin Pursuit became available to guests starting September 27th, and it ends its run November 1st, right after Halloween. And since we are in spooky month now, we are officially in October, I figured what a way to kick it off by looking for some pumpkins in the park. I do apologize that I had not uploaded very much this month up until this point. I got super sick at the beginning of October, so I was down for like a week, and then Hurricane Milton came through and my whole neighborhood and our house lost power for 2 days. And once we got power back, we had to go and get all of our vacation homes cleaned up because most of the guests vacated before or in the middle of the hurricane, and you really can't vacuum a house or wash laundry or anything if you don't have power. For those who don't know, I do house cleanings for a living outside of YouTube. So the weekend after the hurricane hit had been utter chaos, but I am better now. I'm no longer sick. All the houses are clean and they're ready to go, and I'm ready to go find some colorful fake pumpkins in the park. So let's get inside. We're here. It's a lovely day today. It's actually pretty late in the day. It's 3:30. I'm not typically here early evening hours, usually, at least by myself. But I'm more of a morning person typically with the parks. Unless it's for like the parties, then I'm here in the early evening. It's super sunny. So let's go pick up our map. Okay, y'all, we got it. This is the map. Much like the Flower and Garden Scavenger Hunt, I'll link that video up in the corner for those who haven't seen it. You have to pay $9.99 for this map, as well as the Remy's Hide and Squeak one. You're basically paying for the prize. Now, I was not aware what the prize was until I actually went in to purchase the map, because the cast member had the prizes lined up in front of his register. They're these cute little pumpkin sippers, and there's like 5 different designs. I'll show you towards the end which one I pick. He gave me the option to just take the prize now, and I was like, no, I'm gonna work for my plastic sipper. So here we are. This map tells you where each of the pumpkins are, well, which areas to look for anyway, and you have to place each sticker towards that specific spot where you find said pumpkins. The redemption locations for the prizes are Creation Shop, Disney Traders, and World Traveler over at International Gateway, but the Gateway Gifts at the front of the park where I purchased the map also has the prizes as well. So it seems like, very similarly to the Flower and Garden Scavenger Hunt, this is going to be throughout the entire park, which means there's going to be a lot of walking, which honestly I'm grateful for. I spent a week doing absolutely nothing because I felt too crappy to do anything, so I am very grateful to be walking around today. So without further ado, as it's getting warmer, and I know that the E to the Beat concert starts up at 5 something, I want to see how fast I'm able to find these pumpkins. So without further ado, let's go searching. So these are the pumpkins that we gotta find. We gotta find Pluto, Mickey, Minnie, Joy from Inside Out, Wally and Eve, Daisy, Groot, Figment, Dory, Olaf, Chip and Dale, and Goofy. I have a feeling some of these are gonna be very easy to find because of the areas we're having to go to. So we're gonna head towards Guardians of the Galaxy because I have a feeling I know the group pumpkin's gonna be there. This is Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. It is an indoor thrilling roller coaster that uses Omnimover technology. So it does rotate and it's in the dark. It's basically Space Mountain on steroids from what I've been told. So I won't ride this thing. But apparently, according to the map, one of the pumpkins is supposed to be over here. But the question is where? I don't know. Okay, so I went into the gift shop because I was kind of wandering aimlessly, and I'm like, hey, can you like get me like the teeniest, weeniest hit? And he said it's out by the spaceship. And seeing how I have a feeling it's the Groot pumpkin, it's gonna blend in with all the foliage around here, and I'm not exactly too happy about that. Okay, so I came inside Connections Eatery just to get some AC, and because I'm getting really frustrated with the stupid Groot pumpkin, but I actually found a different one. Minnie Mouse is actually inside the kitchen of Connections. I can see this is going to be a very interesting scavenger hunt. One pumpkin down, several more to go. I'm actually taking a second to actually process this map. Some of these, I don't think a whole lot of these are in World Showcase, which is great, I guess, but some of these are in very, very odd locations. But I guess Test Track has a pumpkin, and so does the Green Landing Family Zone, which isn't too far from it. I see myself doing a lot of back and forth today, so let's just go with the flow and we'll see how it goes. So Test Track is currently closed for refurb, but oh my gosh. I don't know if you can see, he's way up there. There's the Pluto pumpkin. Let's see if I can get a better angle of the pumpkin because he's way over there. Okay, so if you come around by Mission Space, actually in one of the quiet spots here in Epcot, that's where the Pluto pumpkin is. He is considered the Test Track one. There he is. That's pumpkin number 2. Okay, 2 down. Okay, so I think I've simmered down enough. I'm gonna try and find the pumpkin over by Guardians again. It's gotta be over there somewhere. I know it's over there. The guy said it's near the spaceship, and if it's the Groot one, like I'm thinking it is, because Groot and Guardians of the Galaxy, it's like same property, I'm fairly certain he's gonna blend in with all the foliage. Oh my god, you guys, success. He is technically by the spaceship, just not next to the spaceship like I was thinking, because when they say by the spaceship, I'm thinking quite literally. So there's the Groot pumpkin, technically over by Guardians of the Galaxy. Technically, he's way off to the side, but he's right there. I saw him walking by, he stuck out. I'm so happy, thank goodness. Alrighty, that's 3 of them. We are on a roll. Whew. So, something new that they did, Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy is actually meeting now, and there's no one here to see him. Let's go say hi. He's lonely. I gotta say hello to him.
What's going on?
Hi, how are you?
Traveled all this way, and I know what you're thinking. You're looking for a dance-off, right? Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna show you the dance move that's won me countless of dance-offs. All right. So how it goes. Feet wide like this. All right.
Okay.
Take your hand, point to the sky like you're about to fly into space, and then land back on Earth. Okay. Then you're gonna add a little shoulders to it. Looks like this.
Well,
there we go. You use that, you'll be saving the galaxy in no time, all right? Come on and join me, hero.
Okay. So that just happened. So, I'm gonna be honest here. I've never seen the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, okay? I'm not much into the Marvel films to begin with, but I'm not a Marvel girly, okay? And I've never seen Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm semi-familiar with character names, but that's about it. Star-Lord, for example, is just Chris Pratt, because he's played by Chris Pratt. And that's all that I know. I'm not familiar with the character at all, and he's insisting on dance-offs and stuff, and I basically, my brain just could not compute with the information. That was the most awkward character interaction I ever had because I just didn't know how to talk to him. And as somebody who is autistic, that is a struggle a lot of the times, is just not knowing how to talk to people. At least for me, that's a thing, right? And while it's gotten better over the years, and when I do the meet and greets, I'm typically seeing characters that I'm familiar with. That was probably my mistake. You know, I'm not familiar with Star-Lord, but I will say it wasn't bad. It's really funny looking at it from hindsight, but like, good griefy. I want to crawl in a hole and die, but you know, it's okay. We can laugh about it. It's all good now. We found the pumpkin, so I don't have to go over there ever again. And before anybody says anything in the comments, I am fully aware of how ridiculous it is to get flustered over a Star-Lord that's not Chris Pratt. I know how silly this looks, but I mean, hey, when I'm put on the spot like that and I don't exactly know how to properly communicate with the guy, I mean, what do you expect me to do? You know, so I mean, oh, that was funny. That was funny. That's okay. I hope you all get a good laugh out of that. Or maybe you're gonna cringe really hard like I did. So let's go find the other pumpkins. So rather than go towards the gift shop, because I think we'll hit that on the way out of here, we're gonna go to the next area where we're supposed to find a pumpkin, and that's the Seas Pavilion. And I have a sneaking suspicion I know exactly which pumpkin we're gonna find here. Dory. I love these guys. They're so fun. They're so cute. They're gonna do something. They're gonna say something. Maybe not today. I think we're gonna go inside the ride just to get some air and stuff because the sun is just beating down right now. Oh, see, he said something. Ah. Okay, so the line was actually really, really long for the ride, so I got out of there and I was gonna head towards the gift shop. It's a good thing I did. Pumpkin number 4. Alrighty, the next pumpkin's gonna be in the Land Pavilion. So somewhere up there. So it's either gonna be on top of the building, so we won't have to go in, or it's gonna be inside somewhere. Let's find out. Well, I guess from first glance, it's not on top of the building, which means we're gonna have to go inside. But you know what else is inside? The Australia food booth. Regardless, we're gonna go inside and we're gonna find this pumpkin and we're gonna mark it off on the map. Alrighty, so we are in the Land Pavilion. Inside the Land Pavilion, you've got the Soarin' ride, you got Living with the Land, the best ride in the park, Garden Grill, which is a character dining experience, and Sunshine Seasons, which is the main quick service location. There's also Awesome Planet. It's a movie about being good to the environment that no one ever sees. So the pumpkin is supposed to be somewhere in the pavilion. Not entirely sure where in the pavilion it's supposed to be, but it's supposed to be in here somewhere. Well, I'm gonna get something to drink while I'm over here looking for the pumpkin, but yeah, the Australia food booth for food and wine was moved inside Sunshine Seasons. I almost wonder if it's because there was damage from the hurricane to the booth, you know. Probably. Okay, so I'm headed out of the pavilion because from what I was told by a cast member, the pumpkin is not inside the building. So it's somewhere out here in the pavilion's general vicinity. It's okay though, we sat down for a minute, we got water because it is still pretty warm out. So this is just like the main marquee for the building. There's the pumpkin. I walked past this thing going into the building. I didn't even notice it until I had to look beyond the bushes because it's like this. Pumpkin number 5. Alrighty, that's pumpkin number 5. So far, I'm either really, really dumb or this is actually kind of hard. So the next pumpkin is supposed to be in the Imagination Pavilion. So we're gonna walk up to the building. That seems to be a common place for a couple of these pumpkins so far. They're sitting on top of the roofs of other buildings. Well, that's what I thought was gonna be the case for the Land Pavilion, but I guess not. Oh yeah, I see them. Naturally, with this being the Imagination Pavilion, our next pumpkin is a Figment pumpkin, and he's sitting right on top of the roof of the building. So pumpkin number 6. Oh, we're halfway there. So I've got 6 of the 12 pumpkin stickers down now. We still have the Swirled Showcase left, Port of Entry, the Disney's Traders, Odyssey Pavilion, the Green Landing Family Play Zone, and the Creations Gift Shop. So fingers crossed that these pumpkins are going to be a little easier to find because, like, okay, a couple of them were, but some other ones, like the Groot pumpkin, and I think that's partly because of my own misunderstanding of the cast members' hints, the Land Pavilion pumpkin and the Minnie Mouse pumpkin are in some really weird spots. Oh, look at them. They're so cute. So we're gonna hit up Swirl Showcase, and for those who don't know, Swirl Showcase is a little ice cream stand that's right before you get into like the main center area of the World Showcase entrance. They sell soft serve ice cream, And during the festival, sometimes they'll have limited edition flavors for those festivals. For Food and Wine, for example, they have the liquid nitrogen sweet potato mousse, which I mean, it sounds creative. I'll give them that. But I'm not much of a sweet potato person. So straight ahead amongst the sea of people is the Swirl Showcase, and up on top of the roof is our next pumpkin. It's the Chip 'n Dale ones. Honestly, I was thinking the Chip 'n Dale ones were gonna be over in the Land Pavilion. I guess not. Alrighty, that's 7 of them. Now we're in like the entry portion of the World Showcase, and our next stop to find our next pumpkin is gonna be inside the gift shop, port of entry. This is also one of the areas where you can redeem your prize. So immediately after walking in, we found our next pumpkin. It's the Daisy one. She's up on top above the ear display. Okay, the right side of the map is fully filled up with stickers. So now we just have Disney Traders, the Odyssey, the Green Landing Family Play Zone, and the Creation Shop left to fill up. So it seems that aside from Port of Entry and World Showcase, none of the pumpkins are in the World Showcase section of the park. They're all gonna be in Future World. So that's very interesting, because I remember last year when they did the scavenger hunt, they had some of the pumpkins in World Showcase, because I remember seeing a Pluto pumpkin in Italy. So I was making my way over to the Odyssey Pavilion for our next pumpkin, but Disney Traders is the gift shop that's next door to Port of Entry, and our next pumpkin actually is in here. So let's take a look. Oh yeah, there he is. Right above the registers is the Olaf pumpkin. Alrighty, now that we got out of Disney Traders relatively quickly, we're gonna head into the Odyssey to find our next pumpkin. Hopefully it's outside, or maybe it's in. I don't know. I honestly don't know. So funnily enough, this is the first time I've been back in here since Mom and I tried some of the food here when the festival began in August. I'll link that video up in the corner too if you haven't seen it. Yeah, we had the pickled spears and the garlic parmesan wings. While I'm in here, they actually have the display back up, but now it's surrounded by barriers, so you cannot get your photo inside with all the props. That's depressing. So exiting out the other side of the Odyssey Pavilion, we found our next pumpkin. It's Goofy. 10 down, 2 more to go. So the gift shop, I know, will probably be, well, I hope fairly easy, because it's more than likely inside the gift shop. But this play area, because there's several in Future World, I'm assuming it's this one, right? And so I was about to go in there when I looked across the way, and it's not actually in the play area. It's actually right next to the Flavors of Fire booth. It's Wally and Eve, and they are one whole sticker, so they count as technically one pumpkin, even though it's actually 2. But yeah, we found them. All right, we're down to our final pumpkin. It's the Mickey Mouse one, and he's somewhere inside the Creations gift shop, the biggest gift shop in this park. So I'm walking into Creations, and immediately I see we've got some Christmas shirts. Look at them. So as far as Halloween merch goes, they don't have a whole lot left. Like, they still have some mugs, and they've got the Crocs. The Crocs are on a special deal right now, 45 bucks instead of the regular 64. Still expensive, but I mean, what can you do? They still have some of the little mini Mickey buckets that have candy corn in them. They've also got some of the kids' shirts and sweatshirts. There's more of the Stitch plushies, even more of the Stitch plushies, even more of the mugs. They have some of the light-up plastic Mickey pumpkins. My mom has a bigger version of that one that my dad got her for their anniversary, because their anniversary's on Halloween. And that sits probably in our living room every October. They've also got some of these Halloween sweaters. They're really cute. It's too warm for here, though. And they've got all this. Oh, there's a deal with the Loungeflies. Purchase a select Halloween Loungefly. Wow, that is a good deal. Right next to what's left of the Halloween stuff, they've got Christmas. Oh, I'm so excited. It's so cute. They got a snowman Loungefly. How much is he? I bet he's expensive like the rest of them. Oh my gosh, he's worse. 99 bucks for this guy. But he's soft and fluffy and cute. They even have the snow Mickey ears. They've got spirit jerseys. I love the green lounge flies. The ones with the Christmas lights, those are cute. I think these ones are probably like the regular 88 that the lounge flies usually are. Actually, no, this one's 79. It's slightly cheaper. They've got a Christmas Mickey and Friends train. They've got a Mickey Mouse Santa figurine. Here he is out of the box. Oh, he's so cute. Oh my gosh. This. Oh, I love this to bits. You guys know I'm a doll person. I love dolls. I have collector dolls. Bella's my favorite princess. Beauty and the Beast is my favorite Disney movie. This. Oh, I have to have this. I will have to put her on my Christmas list. So after speaking with a cast member, wandering around aimlessly in the building for a little bit, she did confirm it's in the building and it's somewhere in the home section. And I'm assuming this area would be considered the home section, maybe. Or maybe I'm completely wrong and it's actually a different section of the store that's considered the home section. But she did say it is inside the gift shop. But the question is, where? Perhaps home section isn't actually called home. It's called mugs. Oh, heck yeah. There he is. It's right there. The final pumpkin. We did it. We found all of them. Let's go get our prize. And lucky for me, the Creations gift shop is a redemption area where you can pick up your prize. There's so many options. I think I'm gonna go with the Minnie Mouse one. Okay. Minnie Mouse. We did it! We completed the scavenger hunt in I think a couple hours. I'll flash the time on screen if I'm wrong. But we finished the scavenger hunt. Some of them were pretty easy to find. Others made me unnecessarily angry. But we completed the scavenger hunt and we got our prize. Let me give you a better look at the one I picked out. Here it is. It's an itty bitty, teeny weeny pumpkin sipper that says Pluto's Pumpkin Pursuit. And each pumpkin has a different design. Like I showed a little earlier, there was 4 designs you can choose from, at least that I was able to get at the redemption location that I went to. I went with Minnie Mouse, so there's Minnie Mouse prints on here in pink and white pumpkins. It also says Pluto's Pumpkin Pursuit, like I mentioned earlier. It's a little guy. It's a little dude. It's really tiny. It's really cute. And you know, since you are essentially paying for the prize and not really for the map itself, because that's what the $9.99 is for, if you're a pass holder or if you're a cast member, you do get a discount on the scavenger hunt. So with tax, I think I only paid like $7 or $8, which isn't bad for this little tiny cup. I mean, he's a thick plastic cup. He's pretty durable. Is he dishwasher safe? It does not say if he's dishwasher safe. So I would, if you do the scavenger hunt and you win one of these, hand wash them. It doesn't hold that much liquid. Again, it's really tiny. Like, I don't know if y'all remember those little barrel-shaped cups of juice that you would get at school. That kind of gives me that vibe. Oh, and the straw is a stopper so it doesn't like fall all the way in. But yeah, it's a little pumpkin cup and he's really cute. I'm back in the car where it's air conditioned. So it was supposed to be cooler today, and it has been a lot cooler since the storm passed. Weather-wise, it hasn't been humid, and it wasn't humid today. Instead, it decided to be blazing hot. So there are a couple of differences that I noticed between this specific scavenger hunt and the one that I did back for Flower and Garden Festival. So Pluto's Pumpkin Pursuit is strictly in Future World. It doesn't expand into World Showcase. Now, I don't know if the location of the pumpkins change from year to year, because I do remember last year going through the park around Food and Wine Festival while Pluto's Pumpkin Pursuit was still active. They had some of the pumpkins in World Showcase. So this year I was surprised that all of the pumpkins were primarily in Future World, with the exception of 3. And those 3 being the one at World Showcase, Port of Entry, and Disney Traders, because those are all in like the main entrance portion, if you will, going into World Showcase. I was also a little surprised just how hard it was to find some of these pumpkins. Again, maybe it's because I'm just really, really dumb when it comes to these silly scavenger hunts. And I know that the Groot one, I can't be mad at the Groot one because I had misunderstood the cast member when he said it's by the ship. And in my mind, when someone says by the ship, I'm thinking it's going to be literally next to the ship in some way. It was not. It was in a plot of land across the road from the ship. The pumpkin in the land pavilion actually had me really angry because some of them were very, very easy. They were sitting on the roofs in front of each of the buildings. So like the Journey into Imagination one, the Swirl Showcase one, they were pretty easy to find. A couple of them were inside the buildings. All the ones for the gift shops were inside the gift shops. So Mickey was in Creations, Daisy was inside Port of Entry, Olaf was inside Disney Traders, and bizarrely enough, the Minnie Mouse one was inside Connections Eatery, but it was in the kitchen, on a shelf in the kitchen behind the glass paneling, because inside that specific quick service location, you can look inside the kitchen. You can see all the cast members working and stuff. And on the top shelf by one of the weird entrances into the restaurant, because there's like 4 or 5 entrances inside Connections, there was Minnie Mouse pumpkin. I was just like, it's gonna be one of those. But by far the stupidest one was probably the land pavilion one, because I was thinking it's either inside or it's on a roof somewhere, right? And like, it wasn't. It was behind the marquee for the pavilion. It wasn't even in front of the waterfall, okay? It wasn't in front of the waterfall. It wasn't off to the side, like if you're coming in from either the left or right side of the building. It's behind the big land pavilion waterfall sign and surrounded by bushes. That one has me like actually angry, because I'm like, I walked past it. There was a couple for the Spike the Bee scavenger hunt that had me very frustrated too, because there was this one in the France pavilion that was inside the flower bed in the front of the pavilion, and the bee just kind of blended in with all the roses, and I walked by it like 4 or 5 times before I finally found it, and I was just like, you have got to be kidding me. So again, it's probably just a me thing, but I do like that there is a little bit of challenge with this one. I feel like this one was a tish bit harder than the Spike the Bee one. I really do like the prize for the scavenger hunt this year, because not only is it a really cute, nicely made prize, it's actually functional because it's a cup. You can drink liquids from it. Probably not anything carbonated, but like water, juice, whatnot. I feel like young kids would probably really like the prize. And you know, considering that I was having a hard time trying to find a lot of the pumpkins, and I did make some pit stops. We saw Star-Lord and had a cringy moment with him. And we saw some of the merchandise for Halloween and Christmas inside Creations. And I wound up stopping for a water break. It only took me like 2 hours. Not even, like maybe an hour 45 minutes to actually complete the hunt. It's a really fun way to get your steps in for the day, and it's a fun way to just walk around the park and look around at the park and everything, and you just kind of notice little details. This was actually my first time going into the Guardians area like extensively, because I don't ride the ride. I'm never over there. So it was my first time like walking into the gift shop and seeing the ship up close like that and all that jazz. I'm someone that likes to walk around and look at things, so but this was a lot of fun, and the pumpkins are huge. That is an advantage compared to the Spike the Bee challenge. The Spike the Bee markers, they're relatively small. The pumpkins, they're big. They're big pumpkins. You'll notice them once you actually find them, except for the one in the land pavilion. But no, it's a lot of fun. It's really cute. If you happen to be in the park and you want to do a little extra activity in between doing the rides and shopping and restaurants and whatnot, this is a really good option. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys had a good time watching the video. I hope you got a good laugh watching me struggle with the scavenger hunt that ideally should be relatively simple, but you know, things are not very simple with me sometimes. A lot of the times, but you know, it's okay. I still had a good time, and I hope you guys had a good time watching. So Thank you again for watching. Be sure to tell your friends and family about the channel. And if you guys have any questions about any of my videos at all, or if you just want to say anything, feel free to leave them down in the comments. I do always read them, and on occasion, I may reply. Who knows? So thank you again. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.